Are you ready? It's coloring time! Yay! Okay, so we're gonna take our Underglaze colors. We're gonna take our Underglaze screen prints. We're going to paint our screen prints with our colors and hopefully work out all of the learning curve, if you will, for getting the transfers transferred onto a slab of a scrap slab. So fun! You and me, babe. You and me, babe. It's just nothing else like you. We're ready to go. Alrighty, so I got all these painted, and you won't be able to see it on camera, but from the other side you can kind of see their outline. I'm gonna start with this big guy. So this was like the second print that I did, and the next thing I'm gonna do is take some throwing slip. Now that it's all nice and dry, I'm going to rehydrate it with the throwing slip, and that's going to get everything, hopefully, to a similar consistency. And then I have a slab over here that I saved that was, again, trash. That I saved from some slab work I was doing. We're gonna see how this goes on that slab. Now, once this hydrates everything that's underneath it, it should go dull. And when it goes dull, it should be ready to transfer onto my other pot. If I am patient enough to wait that long. Okay, so from what I understand about this process, and I've never done it before, obviously, is that you want it to get saturated on the front so that the ink will come off on the back. But if you squish any of this out from underneath it, it will take the print with it. So, wish me luck. Now, this is dry because I hit it with a heat gun too long. So I'm going to re-wet that. Just the paper is dry.
Now I need a sponge. I had a sponge. Where's my...
that didn't come off. I don't know how to get it to want to be on the clay more than it wants to be on the paper. Oh, it came off that time. Oh, this is so fun.
I'm finding it easier. Okay, so you can't see this probably, but the yellow, like I can see blotches of yellow that didn't come off, but I can't see that in the clay. So that's interesting. Oh, look, there's purple and pink. But if you look on the paper side versus on the clay side, it's a little easier to see what you're missing. Or what's coming, what didn't get on the... Yeah, and there's a whole bunch that didn't get on. Okay.
If you get too much water on the paper, it goes through on the print. But I'm very, very happy with this top part. Okay, so the top parts look really good and the swirls look really good. But where I got too much water on the paper, there is a point at which you have to stop. I'm not so good at that, turns out.
Okay. So here are the baby ones. And I have this brayer. So I was kind of thinking about that. So I'm going to try that with this little guy here. And, oh, I just slid him. Sliding is not good. Okay, he's too wet. I'm not good at waiting. He's too wet. And I'm not good at waiting. And I've already screwed him up, so I'm just going to keep going. Because, I mean, how much more damage can I do? And I found a pair of tweezers.
Cute. It's very important to get all the black. The color is kind of whatever, but getting the black is important. I also learned that you can put a heat gun on these, and that's all well and good, but it'll dry out one spot more than it dries out any of the other spots. Which means you just have to be clean. But it's kind of easy to tell. See where it's not all the way wet? I'm assuming those are the parts that are going to have a hard time sticking were I to use that one. This one looks really good though. Let's try this one.
Even though he's not completely dry, all of the underglaze that's on there is wet, which means it should transfer. That's my theory, anyway. Let's see. I just smeared it. Okay, that's the biggest problem, is touching it with the rib and smearing it. That is the biggest issue. You heard it here. That one's not ready yet. Let's see if this one's ready. I don't think so. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Leave it there, like, for a long time, like, until tomorrow. I think that's probably a pretty good idea, honestly. Just leave it there. That's probably the best idea I've had all day. Get it stuck down and then leave it there.
Alrighty, that's what we'll do. We're gonna leave it there. But there you see, it still, you know, and I see that on other people's videos where it lifts up in certain places. And, you know, is that a deal breaker? Not really. But there is a level of, on some things that's acceptable and on others not so much. But the big deal is when you set it down, it's got to set down, and you can only set it down once, because if it moves the slightest, it smears the whole thing. Now, if I had waited a little longer and let it get to a little drier, maybe that wouldn't have happened. So I'm going to leave this piece of this last one, I'm going to leave here and come back to it tomorrow and see if just leaving it overnight and letting it just kind of attach itself overnight, honestly, that would probably be easier for me to do than to sit here and be patient and wait for the little individual things. You can't help me. Alrighty, I got the one that I left out last night. And two things. First of all, I put some plastic over it so that that area would kind of be the same. And I really think that I might be able to use plastic in the future to rib over the top if the print didn't go down without any wrinkles in the back of the stuff. But you can see the paper has almost dried out, so like all of the water has gotten down into the clay. So hopefully that will mean that with the water went the underglaze, and let's see. Oh, it did. Like all of it got on there. It's kind of weird though, because on that top flower right there, there's a blank spot, but there's no underglaze on the transfer. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. But yeah, leaving it overnight, and look, now it's not smearing at all. Okay. That I can do. And it's not likely to cause me as many issues being patient either. What can I say? I can say thanks for coming, and I look forward to doing some cool little things like this, be it on fairy houses or on platters or on any number of things in the future. But there is definitely a learning curve. Make sure that you have some unimportant wear to get your feet wet before trying. But I'm very, very excited, especially about the overnight, how well that did, because that just looks like something I could definitely get behind. I have a whole new respect for Katie Miller. If you don't know about Katie Miller, then jump on Instagram and look her up, because her entire portfolio is this. And she's so good at it. Thanks for coming.
Whole bunch over here, whole bunch over here. And now I feel like I'm smearing things. Oh, I am. Use a clean tool and can't help me.